What's up, guys? The title of this video is "Don't Give Up on Your Dreams, even though things seem like they're not going your way, or things are really bad." If you're watching this video and you're one of my haters, welcome back. If you're one of my supporters, welcome back. I appreciate you. I'm just coming out of the gym this afternoon. I just did a little bit of chest, a little bit of back. 40 minutes of cardio tonight, actually, on the treadmill. About 400 calories burnt on the treadmill this afternoon. I'm not sure how many calories actually burnt on the treadmill, but anyway, hello, ma. So guys, I want to encourage you guys not to give up on your dream. If you know, or not to give up on yourself if you are going through a hard time. I want to give you two stories, guys, just real quick, and a bit of inspiration for you guys that are going through a hard time right now. It doesn't seem like anything's working. Man, I could tell you a lot of stories about my cancer, about when I was $250,000 in debt, but I'm going to give you two stories. One story was Southpaw. If you guys have seen Southpaw, SOUTHPAW, it's about a boxer who has everything, has lots of money. People rip him off, his wife dies, even his manager basically just, you could tell his manager was doing some dodgy stuff as well too. And basically what happened is, you know, he lost obviously his wife died, he had his daughter, and because he went crazy, because his wife died, he also lost his daughter. And his daughter went to like a boarding home, and he was just left in a 300 square foot apartment. And so he actually had a choice at that time to quit, to just give up and say, you know what, this is not for me. I'm done. This is game over. But what happened is, after a little while of him just going through what he was going through, he said, you know what, I've just got to work hard at this. I've got to just keep working hard and keep working hard and keep working hard at this. And so what ended up happening was, he actually went back to mopping and cleaning floors and cleaning toilets and stuff like that, if you guys have seen the movie. And what ended up happening is he kept working at it every day. He goes see his, or every week he goes see his daughter. Every day he would do his anger management classes, because he had an anger management problem. And then he realized he had to go back and box. He could go back and box again. But this time he wanted to go back better. So he trained harder and harder than ever before. Even though when he was down and out, he said, like, I've got to fight. I've got to keep doing this. And you know, the end of the story is, if you guys haven't seen the end of it, you might want to turn this video off now. If you have seen the end of it, I'm going to give a bit of a spoiler alert here. Obviously, you know, the end of it is that because he trained so hard, even though he was down and out, he won a big title match, millions of dollars again, and obviously got his daughter back as well too. So guys, I want to inspire you guys that even though you might be down and out in a situation right now, if you are down and out in a situation right now, don't be so hard on yourself. I remember a while ago, this is a long time ago, I got divorced. And for anyone that has money, a guy, and gets divorced, bye-bye that money, right? And this is a long time ago, and I actually moved out into a share accommodation place. And it was in that share accommodation place that all I had was a computer, maybe $10,000 to my name, no job, no future prospects, no nothing, maybe $5,000-$10,000, somewhere around there. And all I had was a share accommodation place, and I had a computer, and I had a single flat mattress. So a single mattress. That's all. There wasn't like a frame or anything like that. The mattress was on the floor. It was a thin single mattress. And I remember, and that's how I got a long time ago, after going through divorce. And I got smacked hard from that, lawyers and all that sort of stuff. And I remember, guys, going through that, and I realized that I was never going to put myself into that situation ever again. That's why I haven't got married again, I guess. But I love my partner dearly. But one thing I was realizing, guys, is at that time I was in a share accommodation place. I was in a real small room. All I had was, I didn't have any TV. I just had my computer. That was it, and a thin single mattress. And the thin single mattress was all I had. Now and I had to get started from there. You know, we're talking like, and I was really happy because, you know, it was about $600-700 a month, and that was total plus including bills. So it's around $1,000 a month. And that's when I actually really learned how to survive on bulk food as well too. I'd buy lots and lots of chicken, lots of rice because rice was cheap, and lots of broccoli. And I used to make a lot of meals from that, and it was actually quite cheap. You know, like I used to spend like $50 a week on meals. And once you know where to go, especially like Audi and stuff like that, guys, you make do, right? You make do. But and I realized, guys, it was in that time I'm like, man, this is absolutely just shit. And it was funny, guys, because I went back to trading and I lost a few $1,000s really quickly because my mind just wasn't right. I was trying to rush things, and I was rushing it. I was trying to make money right now, and I was trying to get ahead, and you know, and it just wasn't the right thing to do. So what I decided to do is, I remember I actually said, you know what, I'm going to step back a bit. And that's when I actually started really going back to the gym at that time. And that's actually when I got my life back on track. It was probably one of the best things that happened to me, because I got my life back on track. I lost like 60 kilos. No, what was that? I lost 40 kilos, 125 down to 85, 40 kilos. I lost 40 kilos in 6 months. I got my health back on track. You know, I got my life back on track. I was listening to mindset stuff every single day. In that middle of that, I actually went and got my personal certificate training, personal certificate trainer. And with that personal certificate, I realized that I could actually go train a few classes, because they loved the work ethic that I was doing at the gym. So they asked if I could train a few classes, and so I was there for maybe 3-4 hours a week, maybe 5 hours a week. But that was about $200-300 a week for me. Now, guys, that was enough. That was almost enough to cover my bills. So, and by doing that, I stepped back and I said, okay, I now need to you know, set things up properly with what I'm doing here. And it was through that 6 month process, I stepped back, and the key for me, guys, is that I minimize my expenses as much as possible. A lot of people go through a hard time, like a real hard time in their life. And what ends up happening is, when they go through a real hard time in their life, they try to keep their expenses really high. The best thing I did, guys, is put my expenses real low. And yes, that means me I didn't have a car then as well too. I used to walk to the shopping center. It was about a 20-minute walk there, 20-minute walk to actually get my food. And that's the only reason why I think I went there once a week. It was good exercise too. But I kept my expenses really low. All right, and then what ended up happening over a 2 to 3 month period, I would say about a 6 month period of me going to work and me actually working at the gym, and me just basically break even. But I wasn't breaking even on my mindset. I wasn't breaking even on my health. But I was working my ass off. I was doing a lot of back testing. I was doing a lot of research to get my mind and my confidence back to a level with trading. And then what ended up happening? Then what ended up happening is I went back into the markets, and then I just absolutely just took off from there. And then within a very short period of time, within a year or so after that, I was making a couple of six figures a year, easy, you know, about 200-300 grand a year from doing that. So, but that's what I did, and it was the decision for me, guys. It was the decision for me not to keep my expenses high, not to do all that sort of stuff. I went back into hibernation mode. And I was just looking after me, and every day I'll be feeding my mind, and I'll be back testing, and I'll be doing what I could to keep my expenses really low. Now, I know some of you guys don't have that privilege because of kids and stuff like that. I got kids as well too. but obviously the wife took them and the kids were with them, and obviously she got Centrelink payments, so that's how she got by. So guys, if you're going through a hard time, I hope this story really resonates with you, and I hope this, and look, yes, that is actually sweat on my forehead. I'm hot because I'm actually in the car talking to you. So guys, if you are going through a really tough time, a really hard time in your life, and you're really struggling, just please remember that story. But please think about that long-term goal. Think about, am I pushing, am I rushing this? Am I trying to force this to happen? If so, you're only going backwards. You've got to step back a bit. And sometimes take 3 to 6 months off. So you know what? I'm in this for the next couple of years, and I'm going to get myself out of this, and I'm going to make my life better than ever before. And you know, before you know it, guys, things can really happen for you. You know, like, you know, now I live, obviously I've got a beautiful, as you can see, I've got a beautiful SUV, beautiful SUV. I live in a $1.1 million house. You know, I have the freedom I want to do. But guys, every day I work my ass off harder than ever before right now, because I have an appreciation from where I was before, and I have such a drive to help people and to show people what I went through. And that's what these videos are all about as well too. And right now, guys, I never ever want to go back there. And that's one of the things that actually drives me to become more wealthier and more wealthier and more wealthier in my life, is so I never ever even get threatened to go back to there. Because even though it was one of the best times of me changing my life, I'd never like to go back there. So I really work hard every day not to slip the ball. So anyway, guys, I hope this really helped you out. Give this a like, and leave me a comment below, guys, and let me know what you thought about this. Was it inspiring for you, and if so, how? And I'd love to hear from your feedback. Remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. I'm sweating like a bitch. Remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.